Just when I was thinking that everything is going well, disaster struck. Okay, so we have a very big problem actually. The transmission or gearbox of this car has a problem, or the electric motor, one of the two. As I research and try to figure out what's going on, it's like the bearings, either on the motor or on the gearbox or transaxle or transmission, the reduction section of the system. It's like the bearings have let go. Now, the question is, how can the bearings let go at around 68,000 miles? We have diesel cars and petrol cars driving well over 300,000 miles with gearboxes, and bearings in those gearboxes don't die. It doesn't make any sense. So on the last video, right at the end, I said I booked the car to go to Kia to be checked. And that took me 3 weeks. So I stopped the car for 3 weeks because I didn't want to, damage other things. I wanted it to be checked first and hear from them if I can carry on using the car or they can repair it straight away. Well, I waited 3 weeks, took it there, and they said, well, we can't fix it right now. It's something in the gearbox. They're going to change either the bearings or the gears or something like that. And then I will take the car after they fix it. But it will be done in July 16th. So I had to wait another almost 4 weeks. So now in total, we have 7 weeks of me not working at all. So I'm not sad at the moment. We have enough to buy food and pay for the bills. We're not falling apart yet. But if this is the trajectory we are going, whereby the car can sit at home for 7 weeks without working, then we're going to have a serious problem. Okay, I mean, they said to me, I will bring it on July 16th, on the 16th of July, which is this year, 2024. But they're saying there's a part that they might not get on time, so the car might still stay there longer than expected. So it's I know it's done for free because it's Kia 7-year warranty, but it's something that I wasn't prepared for. Even though that Citroen was costing me a lot on diesel and maintenance, there is no time where the car sat at home for over a week because it's broken down. Just 1 week, it's crazy. Now you know me very well, and I can fix the car. And you are right, I can fix the car. There's no doubt about it. I can remove the whole thing and get new bearings and put them there and go to work. I can do that. Now there's a problem in this situation. Okay, the problem in this situation is once I open this system, this car, and start fixing or mending things, then it may void the warranty. So if something goes wrong with the battery, they may say, oh, no, we're fixing the car yourself. So no, you go. If something goes wrong with the motor, or it dies, or the electronics on it, not because of me, just because of wear and tear, that should be under warranty. These companies, they always look for excuses not to pay. So I'll take it there. So, it looks like somebody fiddled with the motor and the gearbox and all that. So we're not touching it. If you want us to touch it, you have to pay. So that's where I am. I'm like in a stalemate because I just don't know, what to do there. But I just don't like this idea of the car sitting at home. I don't like cars that sits at home. It's got to go to work and pay the bills, not just park on my drive. I spend a lot of money buying this thing, so that's where we are at the moment. Now, as I was researching, what I have noticed is in this transaxles, the gearbox, there are few gears. There are actually 3 gears inside, only 3. And each gear has its own bearings. So the final drive, which is like the differential, has its own bearings. And then the middle gear that takes power from the first gear that comes from the motor, because it has to transfer that power to the wheels. That middle gear, it has its own bearings. And then the one that connects to the electric motor has its own bearings as well. So just 3 gears. Now, you may wonder, just 3 gears, so what's the problem? Well, I think, and maybe I'm wrong here and I'm still researching on this, I think Kia made a huge mistake by putting a magnet inside there. Because that magnet, I'll put a picture of the magnet I'm talking about. They put it there and it's loose. So as the car moves and hitting side to side and it's breaking into little pieces, it's loose. You can't remove it. To remove it, you have to remove the whole gearbox to get to remove it. And I think that's what is contaminating the oil, and then the oil kills the bearings. Because this is an electric car. Removing the oil from the gearbox, it should be purely clean. But the gearbox on these cars, I don't know about other electric cars, but on these cars, it comes out darker than diesel oil. Think about it. Think about it. It comes darker, and I'll put picture again for you to see. It comes darker than oil that comes from diesel engines. So that means something inside there is causing that problem. It's contaminating the oil. The bearings wouldn't do that. Yeah, they can wear, but it's not likely that the bearings will contaminate the oil like that. The only thing that I see in there that has the same color as the oil is the magnet, and it's loose. And when you change oil, let's say you change oil, it's impossible to get to the magnet to clean it. Let's say it has little bits of metals as the gears wear, but you just can't clean it. So what I am thinking about is, after Kia fix the car, okay, then I'll drive, because I'm at 68,000 miles. I'll drive 32,000 miles, and then the warranty will be finished. Immediately there, when the warranty is over, I have to remove that gearbox and get that magnet out. Then I'll use a magnetic drain plugs. I think that's the best way to do it, because with magnetic drain plugs, when you change the oil, you remove them, you clean them, and then you put them back. But that magnet, you can't. And I don't know why nobody has noticed that. You just can't clean it. Kia, being, engineers like that, they didn't think, if you put the magnet there, it holds all these little bits of metals. How are you going to clean that magnet? Nobody thought about that. It's a bit strange that nobody thought about that. So that's what I want to do. Once I get it back, I will remove it and use magnetic drain plugs. Because with magnetic drain plugs, you screw them in, you pack the car. The day you want to change the oil, you let it sit. Those little particles, they'll go down where the drain plug is, because the drain plug is at the very bottom, so that all oil can come out. They'll go down and they will stick to the plug. And as you unscrew it, you remove it, it will come with those little bits, and you can wash it, clean it, and then put it back and put new oil. You see. And talking about oil, these electric cars, Kia and Hyundai, it's like you don't need to change the oil. I don't understand why, because it's not part of the service. You look at the service history, there's nowhere they change the oil. And it doesn't make any sense to me why you wouldn't change the oil, you know. So the plan I have is after they fix it, at least from the start, every 5,000 miles, I'll just change the oil. It's not expensive, it's £20. 5,000 miles, I'll go underneath, remove that thing, pour out the old oil and put new oil inside. And also it will help me to see if that magnet, which is what I think, that magnet is killing the differential again, you know. So that's where we are. I was thinking also to tell Kia not to put that magnet in, but you know, I don't want to end up getting into arguments. You know, they may say that, okay, we don't put the magnet in. If something goes wrong, we don't get involved. That's just how it is. So it's been a little bit of a tough time at the moment. But anyway, I'm busy. I always have things to do. We were in the plan to, you know, refurbishing the bathroom. And I was going to hire someone to do that because I'll be working, but now I'm doing it. And I'll put pictures just to show you what I have done so far. And so that's how it is. It's something that I wasn't aware of. I didn't plan. And it clearly shows that, you know, you just can't win on all these systems. They always play the cards in such a way that you always come back. You think about it. If electric cars meant you're buying and you are gone, never coming back, that will be wrong, isn't it? So these companies make sure that something has to break so that you bring that money back, because they've been making a killing with diesel and petrol cars. Filters, timing belt, all these endless changes and servicing, they were making a lot of money. Now here, electric cars, they're just few, you know, moving parts, means that maintenance becomes low. So when you take the car to them for service, I have no idea what they do, because they charge you like 185 for service. Now the question is, what do they do? What they don't change oil anyway, so what do they do? No, it's just paying for nothing really. You know, for you to get this 7-year warranty, every 10,000 miles, the car has to go there to be serviced. Every 10,000 miles. Yeah. So just go there and pay 185 for them to look at the car. That's how it is. So the bearings are dead. And when it's time for me to maintain the car myself after warranty, number one, I will change the bearings to ceramic bearings, because what these companies do is they use steel bearings or maybe hybrid bearings, ceramic balls with steel casing. Then the ceramic kills the steel, because ceramic is much harder, so it doesn't last long. So the best thing is get ceramic balls and casing so that they last very, very long. Tesla is doing the same. They use hybrid bearings. But at least Tesla, they are much chunkier. As I was researching and I compare the Tesla bearings and the Kia bearings. Kia bearings are too small. Tesla, they are like bulky. So for them to wear out, it will take a lot of, you know, beating for them to become, you know, loose and wear out. But with these, because they're small, and if they're using hybrid, because that's what I think, hybrid or steel, then they're not going to go very far. So I know they're very expensive hybrid ceramic bearings, but I think it's worth it in the long run, because you're not gonna be taking the gearbox every 10,000 miles or 20,000 miles to change the bearings. Now you might be saying, I know, you might be saying, do you miss your diesel? The answer is yes. 7 weeks. That's a lot of money to lose. Yes, I do miss my Citroen. If I knew this could happen, then I think you know the decision I would have taken. We'll see. We'll see. It's life, it's life. At least my wife understands. As long as my wife understands and I can still have lunch, that's good. And I'm doing her bathroom as well. So we good. We good then. Okay, guys, I will keep updating you on what's going on. They said they will do the camera as well, because you remember the camera wasn't working, which I didn't really care about, but they said they will do it for free. So we'll see. I will tell you after they do it, tell you if something has changed, or maybe get rid. And if I get rid, what do I buy? Do I go back to diesel? Do I go back to diesel? Tell me what you think down there. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.